Alright guys, check it out. I'm out here at the range today and taking a look at the Beretta 92A1. So I've had this gun for 4 months now, and it's the only gun that I don't actually have a review video of. I've had a couple shooting videos with it, and this is kind of a dangerous title, as you can tell by clicking on it. The things that I like and dislike about the Beretta 92A1. So I'm just going to go in random order and fire off here. If you disagree with my opinions, leave a comment down below. If you agree, that's great, whatever. But this is just my opinion, so take it for what it is. The first thing I can tell you about this gun is when you pick it up, it's chunky. It's very wide for a double stack 9mm. The weight is nice. Sometimes I think heavier guns are not my thing, but this one has a nice heavy feel to it because of the metal frame. Dislike, major dislike. This gun was given to me by my father when he passed away, and when he was in his late 70s and out here on the range with me shooting, he had only fired this gun one time before at an indoor range, brought it over to my house, said, yeah, come on, let's go shoot. And he's out there and he's shaking, and he chose this because he was in the Air Force and he wanted the gun that the military uses, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the military adopted the Beretta M9 back in 1990 as its sidearm, and I believe it still is the military's pretty much most favored handgun to date. But anyway, so he's fumbling around, shaking his hands, and this thing's got all these buttons and stuff, and he is not a shooter, okay? So he's screwing around with it, and he's looking at it and whatever, and boom! The thing just fires into the dirt, like right in front of him and right in front of me. And that'll get your heart going. Yeah, so why he would keep this for his home defense pistol, I have no idea. When there's just too many buttons going on here. So the safety / decocker thing here, let's take a look at that, and I'll tell you why I don't really like it. So the gun is obviously off safe, and if I pull the hammer back, that's wonderful. But when I press the safety on, it does this really scary thing. The first time I did this, I was like, oh my god. It drops the hammer. And then if you try to check the hammer after that, it won't work. And if you try to rack it, it drops the hammer on you. So again, from safe, this is particularly unnerving, thinking, why are you going to have the hammer slam forward, and what exactly is happening? But what does happen here is the surface in which the hammer is going to hit completely rotates out of the way, so it really is impossible for it to fire. So it's really just me kind of being a baby about that. So it rotates out of the way and then drops like that. Okay, likes. The look. The thing is absolutely classic. It is beautiful. It makes me look like Bruce Willis when I shoot this thing. I like the addition of the rail. The overall length is good. I think it's like a 5-something inch barrel. I like the double action, single action. Nice heavy first double action. And then nice, crisp, easy to pull. Love that single action. But let's talk about holding this thing. So I installed these really expensive grips on here. These are the Wilson Combat Ultra Slim, Ultra Thin, or whatever, to make this as thin as possible. But when I am aiming this thing, pardon my squeaks, my thumbs, and I have big gorilla mitts, my thumbs just don't rest on the side there. Like if I had some other handgun, a double stack 9mm, my thumbs rest very nicely on the side of that gun, and that's my preferred method of holding. But for whatever reason, even with these ultra thin grips, this thing, see this thumb? It's just popping out. And then my support hand thumb, it wants to find a spot that isn't on the slide, that isn't whatever, and it's touching the breakdown lever. So I'm always fooling around with it, and I don't really care for that. But, you know, that's just me being a picky baby. What else can I say about this gun and my squeaky tripod? I didn't like the mag release at first, so I did add this Wilson Combat one. Nice and smooth. Does have a nice solid ejection. The sights, look at this. This front sight has not been adjusted by me, but if I move it ever so slightly, the camera's going to pick it up. It's moving. That dovetail in there is just not... Let's see if you can see it moving. So what's up with that? Although I do like the sights. I don't like that the barrel is exposed. That's supposed to enhance reliability and not cause stovepipes or whatever. But the hot barrel that's exposed rather than being protected by a slide is not really my favorite thing. And the first time you touch it, you'll know why. I don't know what else I can say about this gun. It's plenty accurate. It's more accurate than I could be. So let's go ahead and shoot some stuff. And I'll tell you my thoughts while I'm shooting it. One of which is going to be the reset. Because I see a lot of people who shoot their guns. Double check that this is clear. And they shoot like this. You watch their videos. And their finger is flapping off the trigger. That's not the way that I shoot. Okay, I shoot... I'm going to squeeze, take my shot, and hold it. And then when I'm letting out, and even if I'm shooting quickly, another thing I like is it comes with 3 mags. Saying before, when I let this out, it's very, very spongy and soft and not very loud. To know what I have in mind, honey, you ought to know. Now you move so fine. Let me lay it on the line. I wanna know what you're doing after the show. Now it's up to you. We can make a secret